Hi, I'm Ariel Gonzalez and I'm Director of Power PR and Marketing Group and part-time reporter for the Van Nuys Business Press, a monthly magazine for the Van Nuys area.
My name is Kambiz Merabi and I am President and CEO of Kambiz Merabi and Merabi Organization Group.
Please tell us, what is a virtual office?
Of course. A virtual office, it's an amazing concept. It was set up for startup companies, people who don't want to have so much overhead as far as rent, employee, and insurance, and anything that goes with the actual office. So the virtual office is an office address that you would not have an office, but you have an address. You are in the building directory and you receive mail and you print the address on your business card. So it's everything you want about an office with minimal expenses. The startup price at virtual office is $50 a month.
Why would businesses want a virtual office?
Why a business would want to have a virtual office? In New York and California, any entity or person who wants to do business here, they have to have an actual office, a presence in the state. So that's the reason. But in my experience, and when we started the virtual office, there were many reasons. There were a lot of people coming in that they had just passed the bar exam and they didn't want to have an office, but yet they wanted to have a professional address so they can print a business card and receive mail. They didn't want their mail to go to their home or to go to a P.O. box number. It wouldn't validate them as a good professional. So they wanted a professional office building with an address. Then later on, what I'm talking about is 20, 30 years ago when we started the virtual office in one of our buildings. We realized there were companies from Far East and Europe. They needed to have a presence in New York in order to be able to sell in New York and do business in New York. So they would come and or electronically would open up a virtual office with us to have an address and to get their licenses, because they have to have a license in order to do business in New York or California. So those are the other kind. And we have, so as a other side, professionals like lawyers, CPAs, some architect, they can work from home, but they don't want none of these clients to know where their home is or to go to their house if there is any problem. For 3 hours, for a day, for two days, some of the lawyers, they have their deposition. So they have 2-3 days. They rent a conference room or an office to conduct their deposition. So from January until April 15, we're busy with CPAs. They constantly renting offices and meeting clients and what have you. And they only have a virtual office for the rest of the year. So those are the reason, and the benefits are, as I said to you, you don't have to have such a great expense and have staff and telephone and insurances and so on and so forth, furniture. You have none of those. All you have to do is to rent a virtual office, have an address, print it on your card, and start your business.
So if somebody's interested in a virtual office, how can they get in contact with you and how can they receive one?
Oh, great. You can call our offices at 818-817-0006. All you need is 2 picture ID, valid picture ID, passport, driver license, and business name if you have an entity. If not, a personal would do until you form your business. And within 15 minutes to 20 minutes, we can set you up. There is no setup fee. and the starter price is $50, and it has a lot of add-ons if you want to have a telephone number to match your address. It's extra, and so on and so forth. So please call my office at 818-817-0006. We would love to have you as a tenant in our building, a virtual tenant.